Lionel Fern from driverskills.com, and Isuzu have asked me to explain when to use the different transmission settings on their all-new D-Max. So we're here at a quarry and we're going to look at different scenarios of when to use those different transmission settings, which are two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive high and four-wheel drive low. I should just make clear that two-wheel drive is by far the best option for normal road driving. There's much better handling, there's much better miles to the gallon. But there are some situations when four-wheel drive is useful for road driving, when things are really treacherous, such as when you're in snow. But here in a quarry environment, this is where four-wheel drive really comes into its own. And so we're going to look at when to use four-wheel drive high and when to use four-wheel drive low in some fairly extreme situations. So this is the new operating device for the transmission system, and operating from two-wheel drive in this position to four-wheel drive here can be done on the fly, either four-wheel drive high into two-wheel drive or two-wheel drive into four-wheel drive high. Now if you want to select four-wheel drive low for some serious off-roading, we need to select neutral, come to a stop, push down and turn, and then allow the transmission to select, and then we set off again. Okay, so we're going to look at a couple of scenarios of when to use four-wheel drive and two-wheel drive. The pickup's in two-wheel drive at the moment, and as you can see, it's entering quite a difficult situation out on the four-wheel drive course. Immediately, it starts to get wheel spin. So this is an ideal opportunity to select four-wheel drive. The driver's going to select four-wheel drive high, and you'll see it just needs to wait a moment for the transmission to select, and then once it's in four-wheel drive, it can then handle this activity really easily, and it drives away. So that's when you need four-wheel drive, is when things get difficult. I've got a professional driver, Squadron Leader Sharp here, who's going to demonstrate that for us. We're in two-wheel drive at the foot of a really steep slope.
Okay, we're going to try and get up here in two-wheel drive. It's not going to get up, I know that from my experience. And as you see, we're just getting wheel spin and it actually slips backwards. So what I'll need to do now is go into four-wheel drive low range, and once this has gone into low range and it's performed its task, we should then be able to climb this hill. So we'll try the same hill from a standing start this time. There'll be a bit of wheel spin because obviously it's extremely steep. But as you can see, it's climbed all the way up that virtually impossible slope.
That was impressive.